Weird. My mother's from Ohio, my father's from Illinois. You'd think I have a good Midwest accent.
Not
Huh.
Midwest accent, Mid-Atlantic accent.
Oh, Mid-Atlantic. Yeah. Hello, chat.
Hello,
Hi,
chat.
Welcome
chat.
back.
We were on the plateau, performing a very questionable request for something that is hijacking the statue of Hylia.
Nice.
It's fine. It just wants its eyes. You know, biblically accurate angel wants its eyes.
Exactly.
Eric, can you go back to the? I mean, not. I don't. I'm not saying actually do this, but is it possible to go back to the spot where you woke up in the first game?
Yeah, we did that. Yiga took over it,
Oh, okay.
and we destroyed them.
Nice. Well, they're
Oh,
they're
and it would
dorks.
seem the Yiga are here as well. Ad for the dumb Apple glasses thing. Oh yeah.
You know, those are okay. Those are $3,500.
Yeah, I got upset when I was working on stuff because I was working at Meta for a bit, and I was working on stuff for the new Quest Pro, and that's $1,500. And I'm like, why? Nobody is going to buy this for that much. And then Apple comes out and she says, "Hey, you want to pay twice that? You want to pay more than twice that?"
Mhm.
It's like, who are they selling these to?
I don't know.
Like, the only people I can think are buying these things are going to be like tech article writers that can have their business buy it and then save it as like a taxable expense or non-taxable expense.
I know a couple of folks who will absolutely save up and get it just because, like, they need that high-end bleeding edge kind of feel. And more power to them, but I do not need. I mean, I do not need a VR helmet that's 10 times the cost of the one I have. Please
No.
and thank you. I mean, we don't even know if we don't even know if, like what all it's going to support as far as software, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be all like Apple, like Apple proprietary kind of stuff. Like they're going to want to make their own apps instead of have like VR chat or anything like that. And
Yeah.
what's the point?
Well, I mean, they might have VR chat, but what you're gonna have is probably like Fruity Loops VR or I don't know, whatever art program comes pre-installed on a MacBook.
Right. Also, it looks dorky.
Yeah.
I mean, it just It makes me think of the round shades they wore in Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory. You know what I mean? For the teleportation scene. Anyway,
Like they keep wanting to promote these really high costed VR helmets as like a thing for professionals, but like
Who's
I've
using
seen
VR
the
professionally?
well, there are people who do like make models and paint stuff in VR and do these kinds of things.
Yeah, I can see that,
Like
but
none of them work in VR. Like
Right.
you don't do that.
I've messed around with like Gravity Sketch and Maya in VR. It's got a long way to go. Just put it
Yeah.
that way.
I can eventually see that being useful for 3D art development. But
Well, go ahead.
yeah, it seems like the technology still has like forever until it's
I-
practical.
I post mannequins in VR and then use that as assets when I'm doing like complicated poses for, well, let's be honest, for smut. I was gonna say for art with multiple characters, but who am I kidding?
Like I think one of the things I think that makes it difficult is that there's just so much more control you can have. Even if the 2D screen like gives you less information, there's just so much more control you can have with a mouse and then a 50 button keyboard than you can over two controllers that are based on game console controllers.
Yeah, no, you're right. Technically, you can plug a keyboard and a mouse into the Quest, and it's
You can, and then you can't see them.
um, it's well, you can see the mouse. You can see
Really
the
all
mouse
my
is
weapons broke. Okay,
is
that
this
makes more.
little. The mouse manifests as this little dot that you can see swimming around your field of vision. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, it's one of those ideas where, like, you know, like I mean, all the way back in the '60s, they foresaw stuff like online shopping, but it wasn't time yet. You know, it wasn't when this is actually ready and needed, and it looks not ugly. It's going to be like 60 years from now or something. In other words, too late.
Maybe.
Or by then, maybe we'll have something cooler, like, you know, like direct brain interface. You know, what could go wrong?
Hmm. Maybe that'll be a thing, but this is not the time, not the place, and the only way I can think they're doing it now is because they're trying to get in. Basically, they're just trying to claim I get it first. That way they can copyright block anybody else from developing something similar in the next 30 years.
Right. And I'll bet the price will drop, you know, like 20-30% around Christmas time, you know?
Well, it'll also just drop over time.
Yeah. So that was a lot more buff reindeer than I thought. Yeah. Reindeer West is beefy. Or not beefy, venison, whatever.
Yes, Box. So Jonas did say all the way back in his 60s, you know, he lived with Stoker for a bit, so he imparted a bit of his undyingness.
When did I say that?
You know, Jonas won't live forever, but he'll live to be like 230, 250.
Yeah, I agree.
Jonas is like, yay.
Can't wait.
Oh, one issue though, you will age normally.
Yeah, that's the.
So when you're 230 years old, you'll be, you know, like a person you would think is 230 years old.
Right, I'm just gonna be this like decrepit corpse monster.
You're gonna be an unhydrated Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Tech companies should pull Tears of the Kingdom and take an extra year before releasing to the public. Also, they should add hot bird dads.
Yeah. Did we ever find Cass?
Nope.
Cass is not in this game.
Okay.
If you do all of Penn's quests, he goes to the place that Cass hanged out during the Master or Battle of the Champions DLC, where Cass was, and he was kind of the main character for that DLC. Penn goes there and he says, "I'm looking for the bard. I heard this was his place," and then that's it.
Wait, what was the last part?
Penn goes to the place where Cass hung out,
Right.
and then just stays there for the rest of the game and says, "I'm looking for this legendary bard."
Oh, that's it. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, like, the fact he's not there is not a mistake. There are at least two characters that mention him that he's not around. Because his wife says she hasn't seen her husband in a while, and then Penn says he's also looking for Cass.
I'm guessing
it sounds like DLC.
Yeah.
Probably, like I said, Cass was the center point of the Champions Ballad DLC. It's very like he'll show up at some point and be like, "I was on a journey to find this legendary song. I will tell you of what I've learned." And then you go off and do something that unlocks more shrines. You know what I'd like to see? If they want to do a DLC that doesn't majorly change the story too much, I want to see all the stuff from between when Rauru descended from the Zonai, like the whole Zonai civilization, to when he met and married Sonia. I want to see what him, like, raising an army and meeting Hylians and actually creating a kingdom looked like.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a completely hairless horse, just to see what that looks like.
We have those. The Skelly horses. The Skelly horses.
That's
the
true.
Horse.
By virtue of being skinless, they are therefore hairless.
Okay. So they said
Yeah,
there
so
were
there's a,
eyes nearby.
yeah, it's near the chasm. If you turn on the quest markers, it should point you a little better.
I'll just take a moment, except the fact that Cass is probably dead. Foxer. You can't
Going
say
to
that around
interact
Miller.
with his ghost.
He's like, in order to understand the champions better, I also became a spirit.
Yeah. Cass just gives you the power of accordion. It doesn't do anything. It's just, you just get this ghost accordion. You're like,
Ah.
Oh, there it is. It was buried.
And I actually know what these things look like, so now I know.
Nice.
Oh, drop that in.
All right, heading after it.
And then after it.
You gotta go give it to the thing that actually wants its eyes back. Dropping down the hole's not enough. Keegan's Chris says, Miller, the accident was 6 years ago. You have to let go. No! It's my bird dad. He will come back.
Just gotta believe, Miller. Just gotta believe. Believe in Bird Dad. The truth is
Just
out
gotta
there.
believe. I'm a believer. Right? Yes? Why are you booing me?
Yes. Good for you. Live your best life.
Where you get those little white things? Those are Poes. They are another type of currency. This is also one of the things I was noticing when I first started this game. I'm like, man, this game feels so much more MMO-y. Because there's like now like half a dozen different currency types.
That's awesome.
It's like the Zonite is a currency, the crystallized charges is a currency, the rupees are a currency, the Poes are a currency.
Should I say it? I'll just go ahead and say it. Your face is a currency.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is another one that makes me think there's some weird timey-wimey shenanigans, is that there's 4 chasms on the Great Plateau, and they're all where the Sheikah shrines were in Breath of the Wild. So there's something there where the gloom has specifically spawned underneath the Sheikah shrines, or replaced the Sheikah shrines in some way. There's something there.
Kieran says your face isn't a currency. It's priceless. You're breathtaking.
Have they like made him say that in a Wick movie or something yet?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen the John Wick movies. They're on my
I
list.
haven't either. I keep hearing they're really good, but I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, same. Like, I like Keanu. I like action movies. I'm just sort of like, yeah, I'll see that someday. Whenever the last chapter comes out, I'll just binge them, just like when they do with all the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
This is where I need to go. Okay.
Huh.
That's a big boy. Yeah, so where you drop down the eye, there was like a wing and some other devices that's supposed to help you chauffeur the eye back to the central mine.
Okay. But how do I get back up? Since I don't have any teleport points on the Great Plateau.
Oh, you haven't done any of the shrines on the plateau yet.
Yeah, that's why I was looking for one. And then you said to jump
Oop.
in.
Oh,
Then I did
I
that.
thought. Yeah. Yeah, that.
Never listen to a bird.
Oh, well, I guess I'll get to it from Skyview Tower again.
There's 2 shrines on the plateau. One's in the snow area, and then one's in the west.
I guess I could also drop a travel medallion. I'm just not used to doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I deserve the bop. Fair enough.
You do.
I hacked it. Oh god, I hacked it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm a hacker.
You know, if Link ever had a janitor outfit, he'd have like the broom and bucket would all be attached to the pack on his back. Like he'd have everything he needs, every cleaner just bobbing on the pack in his back. He wouldn't even push a cart or anything. He'd just have it all there. And even though it was just regular janitorial stuff, it would somehow confer him like plus 20 armor or whatever. Yes, if Link had a gender outfit. Just Block Gwen subscribed to tier 1. Thank you, Just Block Gwen.
Hello. Thank you.
They should have a challenge somewhere in one of the Zelda games where you have to like make your way around to like a vase shop without breaking any of them or throwing any of them. Like there's a gauge only for that area, and the longer you stay there, the more Link gets this like spontaneous urge to just like shatter them.
The closest I could think is
Oh, bunny.
there's one shrine in Breath of the Wild where it's like surrounded by flowers, and if you step on any of the flowers, this lady yells at you and throws you back to the front of the maze.
I remember that. That's right. There was like the spiral of flowers. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, and people said she's the only force that's more powerful than Calamity Ganon because Link cannot defeat her no matter what.
There's the eye.
I see you.
They're down below, but how do I get down below?
Oh wait, no, yeah, there is 3 shrines. I forgot about this one.
Just seems like they're all in caves somewhere around here.
The one in the west part is not in a cave. If I'm remembering correctly. If you just want to get one quickly so you can come back up to the plateau easily.
dare you bot me? So I'm curious, Rick. Now that you've played it for a good while, what's the thing about this game? Any aspect that you like the least? Feel free to nitpick.
Aspect that I like the least?
Yeah, something that just sticks in your craw. Be that guy.
Federic says, I wanted to ask Rick, what did you think of the Gerudo section?
I thought the Gerudo section was fine.
Yeah, I think I missed that one. I'll have to go back and watch the VOD.
Yeah, we thought about a lot of zombies and giant bugs.
Well, I remember the underground city part, but I think I missed the next night.
I think you're thinking of the Goron section.
Well, whatever.
The lava area, that was the Gorons. The Gerudo is the desert ladies.
I definitely missed the Goron section. And I think I missed the Lost Forest too. It's fine. I don't mind missing bits and pieces out because I do plan to play this myself.
I don't think Rick's done Lost Forest yet.
I have not gone to Lost Forest yet.
Oh, well. I'll try not to miss it then.
No, he got the Master Sword from the Light Dragon.
But yeah, this game is so vast that even watching someone play through all of it, I'll still be there. There'll still be plenty of stuff that'll surprise me.
The only real issue I've had so far was that the beginning of this game was a lot more linear than Breath of the Wild started out. And I thought that was like one of Breath of the Wild's biggest strengths. Was that it gave you a sandbox to play in instead of a very strict quest line and path to follow.
Right.
Yeah, this game is overall designed with more linearity in it. Which I honestly think kind of works for people who've played Breath of the Wild first. It'd be a little unmotivating to just be told, go do it all again.
I don't mind linearity so long as it's not forced. But in the first part of this game, it is forced, sort of. I mean, I'm sure there's ways to break it. It's just a lot harder than it is in Breath of the Wild, where you can literally visit any of the four shrines in any order you want, and it's not that difficult to break from the path if you want to, if you can just, be clever about it.
Leverage.
Why do you so badly want to attach to that? And I want
Miller,
to
what are
attach to
you-
that?
What are you doing to that poor bot?
I'm giving it very, very stupid things to say. Uh-oh. I think you jammed something there, Rick.
Okay, that's why I would put it somewhere else.
Miller, you should make "Hey Siri" a command that like it has some like sarcastic response or something.
Guess I will just tell it to go backwards.
I wonder if it's possible to accidentally like strand or like crush yourself using the reverse function. Like,
I think so.
I feel
Well-
like. Go ahead.
Maybe. It might just stop the command if it sees it's gonna crush you.
I'm curious because like I feel like that would be an extremely difficult thing to contrive, but not impossible. Some kind of situation where like standing on the rising whatever will squash you if you let it go too far. Rocks fall, Link dies. No, Link falls, Link dies. It's never the rocks. It's always him like hurtling into yeah, you know. I like to imagine that every time Link responds, it's because the gods look at him and go, did you really just do that? All right, we're going to just rewind time and pretend something like that didn't happen because otherwise, you know.
It's because Link is filled with determination. And as we know, that is both a powerful and horrible thing.
That's what makes protagonist. He never gives up, even when it is very, very prudent and sensible.
Baderick,
What if I say?
he's doing exclamation command, which is not a command, and exclamation, this is a command, which is not a command.
I can't do that in the rain.
God damn it, Jonas. Ce n'est pas une pipe.
Eat the bird. That's our version of hug the goat.
Boxer, have you never seen the image of it's an image of a smoking pipe, but it has a cursive written around it. Ce n'est pas une pipe, which is French for "this is not a pipe."
Yeah, just Google it. You know,
it's a meta art piece because it's like it's not a pipe; it's an image of a pipe. It is not actually a pipe,
Magritte thought he was very clever.
but we all call it a pipe, and we all know what you mean when you say that in reference to the image.
Right. The treachery of images.
Oh gosh, and now chat is testing out all the squishiness of plush. I do like that, but it's still not my favorite image.
What?
My favorite
Southwest?
image is tied between either called
Oh, out of all the Wests?
Great Wave off Kanagawa,
Oh,
or
you're talking about
I don't know,
that. Hey, GC.
Hey, GC.
Nighthawks. Yes, Nighthawks. That painting.
Oh, middle century, what was it? Edward Hopper, I think.
1942, Edward Hopper. It's the one that everyone jokes about, where it's the diner on the street corner and it has no doors.
Yeah.
But I just like the image itself.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what movement that would be part
I
of.
have Great Wave of Kanagawa as my mouse mat sitting on my table right now.
Hmm. Hopper be modernist? I don't know. Well, realist, okay. Oh, shoot. Something just fell into my kitchen. I'll be right back. Hang on one second.
I see a shooting star over there. Guess I'm going to abandon this quest and go that way.
Oh yeah, Frederick brings up a good point. There is going to be another game jam next month. The Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam.
Oh, I was.
Begins in exactly 1 month. It begins on July 7th.
Welcome to the game jam.
Hello.
Hello. Rorom says one of the lovely things about Nighthawks is it's hard to put a finger on why it's so appealing and memorable. For me, at least, it is. It's because Nighthawks represents the sort of ideal society that urbanization shows us, and the kind of ideal thing that is actually achievable and not something that exists in some far-fetched concept art.
Mm.
Like, just peacefully being able to have the things you want, be with the people you want to be, in a city that is nice to be in at any time of day, in any condition.
Yeah. I think it's got an extremely strong orchestration of like form, color, and light and shadow to, just all working together to create a very specific mood.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, there's something about the one diner being well lit and having people in it, and then you look out across the street and everything is just dark and empty.
Yeah.
Like there's
Sure.
nothing in the windows, there's no signs, nothing.
Sort of a little bit of that, almost that liminal vibe. Not quite because there are people in it, but
Yeah.
getting there,
But again,
It's
it's that kind of thing where it's like it has that liminal quality that makes you think it could be allegorical.
Yeah.
There we go.
God, can you imagine living in a time like this when you're just supposed to wear like a suit and tie just everywhere?
I mean, have you ever been to like the deep downtown or uptown of a city?
Yeah. I mean, okay. Yes, but LA and San Francisco, which are not normal American examples.
I guess that's fair. Like I've been walking around at like 2 p.m. on a Saturday in the business district of downtown Dallas, and I will see a group of like 2 guys and a girl, and they're all dressed business formal
Wow.
on the early afternoon on a Saturday, and I'm like, really?
I mean, I've seen, I remember seeing like exec types wearing that stuff, but other than that, in LA, not too common. At least not in my experience. And San Francisco's just like, San Francisco's another planet.
And she says there's no door in Nighthawks, they're trapped forever. I love the story somebody made up that somebody pointed out to the artist that there's no doors on it, and he looked at the painting and he's like, God damn it, I forgot it again.
I mean, there could be a door just like right off panel, maybe. That's what I would expect. It's not a terrarium, I hope.
Also, have a back door.
Yeah.
There are places that only have back doors.
Oh, right here.
Huzzah. To the
There's
shrine.
nothing here, that's why.
Rocket Kukaj.
It's nothing but rocks and sand.
Yes, Fennec, I was saying there was a story that was made up. I know it's fake. I still find it funny, even if it is made up.
You're not allowed to like made-up stories.
Well, bye, Rick. I guess I don't like anything from you anymore.
Oh! Wait, are you telling me Rick's stories aren't real? They're not factual accounts?
No, my
Cartoon
stories are all
killer.
completely real.
Oh.
Cartoons are
They're
myth,
all made up,
reality's
except Dogman. Dogman's gonna be a little real.
fake. Cartoons are a myth. Reality is not as fake.
Yeah.
Spencer just like erupts at one point and he's like, and let me tell you about the Church of Christ.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we can't like house pets anymore. All made up.
Don't you dare.
I wish we had hot kitsune gods waiting for us in the afterlife. That'd be nice.
I mean, you don't know that there aren't.
Eh.
Hearts pill to swallow, Miller.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Did that pick up? Did my little gurgle pick up there? I'm sorry.
No,
Barely. What's these? Here's Crystal. What is fire?
And Link is like he's going out there for a big barbecue.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was saying, like, if Link was a janitor, he would have like his outfit would be like he'd have a broom on his back, and like all of his cleaners and buckets and stuff would be attached to it, and it would just sort of bounce on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I actually like the house pets concept of having an actively worshipped dragon. If I had to pick one of the three as a deity to seek fulfillment from, it would probably be Kitsune. Pete's just, go ahead.
Gods exist in aspects, but they just don't. They're just lousy in the wish department. Yeah.
Aha.
That crystal is such a 90s color. My god.
It does look like it's full of gack. Or Nickelodeon slime. Is Karashad more of a demigod? Karashad is whatever Kitsune is, I assume.
Karashad is his own thing. Karashad.
Kitsune is a demigod, Karashad is a demigod. I assume is how that works.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
He's got the big wheels
And
again.
see, this is one thing where I made this vehicle, and then I'm like, oh, this is much more intelligent than I thought. Because you'll notice when you turn, the middle wheels don't turn. So somehow it can tell how many like axles you have, and it can tell which direction each set of wheels needs to turn, or if they need to not turn.
This must have gone through
a lot
Good.
more grip too.
The driving model must have gone through so many iterations and testing.
Mhm.
That's probably why they waited so long to release this. They had to get that kind of stuff figured out.
Yes, I know. I talked to you earlier. Okay.
And here's the thing: are you actually gonna give him back to his friend, or did we just pick up a new travel buddy? Asteros says, so if you made a vehicle with like 10 wheels, how would that know? I mean, I assume it just is like the front leftmost wheel, the right frontmost wheel, the left backmost wheel, and the right backmost wheel are the ones that turn.
Yeah, wait, why did you pop all of this? I assume that like there are like hidden values that come into play whenever you make a vehicle. Like it just decides, it says, okay, this is the front, this is the back. This is how many, and this is where it's, where balancing is going to happen or whatever.
Anybody got any Pokeballs? Yes, no.
It seems to be like
Okay.
built into the control stick specifically because when you have the control stick, whatever you built suddenly handles like a vehicle
Yeah.
because it like knows to turn the wheels.
Yeah, so like the large wheels and the small wheels don't turn unless you have... Like they'll rotate and they'll spin, but they won't like turn across the axle unless you have a control stick.
There's probably some kind of node tree at work with the vehicles. That's what I would guess, or something like that. Something where there's like implicit modules that interact.
I mean, that's how you know what's connected to what, but yeah,
Right.
you need some kind of way to split up the whole thing and to say which wheel is the front wheel, which wheel is the right wheel, whatever.
Right. Probably some of it has to do with how you're.
Because it also works if you have 3 wheels.
It also works.
Like
it also works if you have other modules that you're using.
When
other
you
types of wheels. It will bank the glider. It will do all sorts of different things.
God.
Chop brought up an interesting point. Have we ever tested a vehicle in this game with multiple wheels?
What do you mean with multiple? We just drove a vehicle that had 6 wheels.
I must have missed that. I'm sorry. Did it make it go faster?
Did you mean like different types of wheels?
It didn't go faster, but it had a lot better grip on the ground. It was definitely all-terrain with 6 wheels.
Okay.
I've seen someone take like 2 fans on the back of their car, pointed up and behind them at a 45-degree angle. And because of the extra downforce, they were able to go almost straight up cliffs. Because that just allows the big wheels to grip onto a almost vertical surface.
Good times.
Yeah, it's the best
It's like those little toy artsy cars I saw that they have like a little fan in the center of them. And they're designed that you can basically drive them on the walls and the ceiling and stuff. Because they're just suction force against the surface.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I ended up down here. I gotta go back. What was I doing? Oh yeah, plateau.
Yeah, distracted.
It was a fun distraction.
If it was a fun distraction, if it was a good distraction, it was a great distraction.
Eric says there is a limit to how many objects you can glue together into one thing. What is that limit? Because I've seen a lot of objects.
20
Is it 20?
from what I've seen.
Okay.
Watch
20
them,
are the maximum number of things you can have stuck together with the Ultra Hand glue.
watch them increase it in the DLC.
I
You
could
get
also
a,
see them just
Ultra
doing
Hand
that.
expansion. Ultra Hand
I
Plus.
could just see.
50.
I can see them
Mega
doing it in
Hand.
an update. Be like, oh, we made some engine optimization, so now we don't need to cut this down so much. Now we can allow you to have 35 things connected.
Jesus.
All is well.
With that said, I have seen people make bigger things because they're able to make multiple devices that then are connected through like different kinds of axle gear things without actually being glued together. So you can have one thing of 20 pieces that's some kind of like power module, and then some other thing of 20 pieces that takes that power and does something with it.
Madness.
The good kind of
In the
madness.
DLC, Link gets the Ultra Leg.
The ultra leg.
He steps on a landmine and needs an Ultra Leg.
Oh no.
And Rara was like, it's okay, I have another one. Another piece of me just laying around here. I wasn't doing anything with it, because on account of, being dead.
Oh. I will say from my experience, nothing stops the icy water damage.
Yeah,
Even
that's
becoming
what it's
unfreezable, you still take damage.
Mm.
Obviously, I need to warm up with some...
Oh no, actually I was suggesting that if they did engine optimizations, they could increase it to 35. Currently it is 21.
What is the difference between these? This one has 11 hearts, that one has 2 hearts.
Was it like a different recipe?
I guess it was. Just exactly
Oh yeah,
the
if you press
same.
X, well you press X on them, you can check recipe. So hit Y here to look at one other recipe.
Oh.
So yeah, if you go to the recipe card and then press Y, okay, so you'll see that's what you made. That
Okay.
recipe, you made it twice. One with this thing, one with this thing. You see what it results in. So the other one was so much better because you had a bunch of other meat and mushrooms and stuff in it.
It also is a critical hit. Added some more hearts to it.
No, the thing that I've seen people do in builds that is still very interesting to me is this thing called shrine stealing. So in some of the shrines, there are puzzles that involve you having to charge these like yellow batteries and using them for things.
Right.
You can't take those outside of the shrine, except if you attach something to the battery, it now becomes part of your ultra build history, which means you can then leave the shrine, go outside, and use your ultra build like rebuild thing in order to get a copy of it.
Mhm.
And then there's some devices that run off of those batteries, and so people have found interesting ways to use those. Particularly, one of them is a motor and fan that are more powerful than the regular Zonai fan,
Oh, that's crazy.
and they run off of instead of your batteries, they run off of yellow electricity, which means they can be charged with a shock emitter.
I actually need to make it.
Could you charge it using one of those like exploding electric choo-choos?
Yes,
That's
I've
very-
seen that as well. Somebody
Yeah.
made they caged one of those choo-choos and attached motors to it, and it was like a self-propelled torture cage sort of thing.
All right.
Just
Better-
like torture.
Better living through cruelty.
Unfortunately not.
Don't do that for this one. That's annoying.
I am so very fascinated by all the permutations that people have come up with in this game. I knew they would the second I understood the mechanic. I'm like, okay, people are going to go nuts with this. There has to be like a whole Reddit devoted to just bragging about weird shit you came up with in this game.
Yeah. I've been watching, there's a YouTube series that does like builds of the day or something. It's going over a bunch of different stuff. And a bunch of other different weird things, like there's a glitch that doesn't exist in the current patch, but it was a big part of the speedruns. It's called Zuggle.
Ow. I'm dead.
Because of course speedrun glitches get cool names.
Zuggle.
Zuggle. Zuggle allows you to basically hold like 10 weapons at a time.
Nice.
And if you hit something, if you hit an enemy, you hit them with all 10 of the weapons you're holding at once. So you deal 10 times damage.
Damn.
Try that again.
So basically like insta-kill for most monsters.
Yes. And also it makes some other parts of the game act kind of weird. Like if you try to jump on a control stick while you have Zuggle weapons in your hand, you just fall through the floor.
Nice of the Eastern Abbey.
Which actually is very key because where you might expect Ganondorf to be, so falling through the ground actually helps a lot in the speedrun for that category.
Juggling something Lewis Carroll would come up with, like fodder whacking.
And the Vorpal Blade went sticker snack.
You know, he like wrote that stuff just so he could read it to somebody and see the bewildered look on their face. At least that's what I would do.
Down below.
I wonder if something like that is meant to be sort of a mockery, just being like, oh, Tolkien can write a book where 50% of it is proper nouns that he made up. Well, I can make a book that's 100% words I made up.
Oh, damn.
I will make a book that's 1,000 words made up.
Yeah. Mine will be 110% made up words.
Words.
The book is entirely made of words that you made up. Some of them you don't even know the definition to.
Exactly. This is how literature happens, okay?
This is how we invent the word elbow.
No, Miller. Elbow was invented to describe the macaroni of the same name. By the Romans.
So the one I learned is that Shakespeare invented the word elbow, but I don't remember why. Was it literally like he needed to describe a part of the body in one of his plays, and he's like, I need a word for this. What do I call it?
No one had elbows prior to Shakespeare.
No,
there
it's just that Shakespeare is the first instance that we have of the word. We don't actually know that he invented it, and he probably didn't invent the word elbow.
Probably not.
Okay.
Just imagining, like the play gets interrupted because everyone in the some character says elbow, and everyone in the audience is like, "What's he talking about?" And Shakespeare's like, he comes out on stage because he's annoyed. He's like, "This part right here, you're crazy, Shakespeare! No, this is what it's called. Damn it!" They start throwing fruit at him or something.
Have you seen the show Upstart Crow?
No.
That's basically what it is.
It's great.
No, don't attach. Ow. Okay, I can't get that close.
You should be able to just jump across the stone block.
I was thinking, what does it want me to attach them to power something? No, they're both electrified. Aha! I have a tiny ice block.
Nice.
It's not useful for anything.
It's big enough for your drink.
I was just gonna say, it's time for Link to start making some drinks.
You know, it's also one of the reasons that show that Link has grown up in this game. Is that in Breath of the Wild, you go to a bar in the Gerudo City, and they serve a drink there called the Noble Pursuit. And the lady behind the bar says, "I don't think you're old enough to drink one of these," and she won't give you one. In this game, she'll give you one, no questions asked.
Link definitely
So
is. Go ahead.
She can tell Link is past the legal age or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Link, God, I was gonna say Link looks like a teenager, but really, he almost looks like a kid. You know?
Did that give me enough height? Nope.
Nope.
Yeah. But what the sources are to believe, what the sources say are to be believed, then he was 17 in Breath of the Wild, and he's like 23, 24 now.
I'll allow it.
Eric says, I mean, Link is over 100 years old in Breath of the Wild. We're not doing that. We're not doing no 3,000-year-old vampire.
Time
But
capsule.
actually, she's not 5 years old. She just looks that way.
If the timeline has been altered by Zelda being in the past, is Breath of the Wild even still canon?
Yes?
Okay. I mean, are we doing a closed predestination loop, or?
It's very obviously not.
Okay, all right. I mean,
There's no way to pull that out fast enough.
No, I think you need to stop the flames in some way.
Okay. Well, let's see. If I put the block in front of them. Not in front of them enough. That's a big one.
I can never reach for the mute button faster than my nose is like, sneeze, now!
Oh, that was you. Okay.
That happens. Sometimes a sneeze can come just out of nowhere and you have no time to react. That's a mood.
I forgot in this game, metal doesn't conduct heat, it only conducts electricity.
Magic.
Yeah. There was no heat conduction in these games. It's not part of the physics engine. The only things can be heated or by directly exposed or from like the weather heat. Ooh, I have an idea. Well, I'm gonna let Rick try this. Okay, take that thing, push it all the way to the far end. Take the one block, push it all the way to the far end of the lava pool, then pull it all the way back to you, then stand on it, then cast rewind.
I could do that.
Oh. Amazed Jonas emoji.png.
Wow. Can I get a wow from the crowd? Wow. Now can I get a wow like Owen Wilson? Wow.
Wow.
But doesn't touching something with Ultra Hand reset its counter for that?
No.
Oh, it's only if you touch it twice. That was it. Yeah.
And you can't rewind further back than the furthest rewind point. So, like, if you let a thing rewind all the way, and then it finishes, and then you cast rewind in it again, it's only going to rewind, like, half a second.
Why do I even need 3 blocks here? I could just
Why do you?
That looks like... Yeah, I can't quite reach it with just 2. Okay. Ow. Don't do that, Link. I wasn't climbing up there.
Link bangs his head.
But
Yeah, you gotta do this a little weird. Oh, that also works.
not if I can't lift it all the way.
Well, try grabbing the bottom one instead of the middle one. I think that lets you lift it a little higher.
Ah.
Soup?
Oh! Very good.
Legotron, yeah, I think I also did something like that. I think I tried to make those blocks into like a staircase shape. So I could get onto the mesh platform and then climb up them one by one. Yeah, I think because I was believing you wouldn't be able to ascend through multiple objects at the same time.
Don't stop believing.
To the East Abbey. Fun fact, you can ascend through Korax if they're placed right. Be the chestburster twink of your dreams. God.
That's a title I want.
Chestburster twink. I have my chest.
The Master Sword is coming straight
Wait,
out.
what's going on in this thread?
Sorry, go ahead, GZ.
Oh, when you were talking about that, I was like, Link just pops out of the chest with the Master Sword. The holy sword of that slays evil.
Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget it, indeed.
Cedric says, it's mighty convenient how the game always has puzzles that are within your power to solve and never impossible. Very considerate of those Zonai and temple builders. Well, for this game, it makes even more sense than for the shrines in Breath of the Wild, because, like, they knew what powers you were going to have, and they knew that they were specifically training this Link, not some random future hero.
The shrines are a very weird contrivance that you just have to accept because they raise some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all
Why
those
is there not
ones-
just one giant training facility? Why is it 120 tiny dojos?
well, that, but I mean also like those ones with like the constant cycling, like flinging metal balls and whatever. Was that going for 100 years? Just over and over again. Who keeps that place clean and well oiled or whatever?
I assume the Guardians. Like the Guardian Scouts.
I guess.
I thought you said Girl Scouts for a second there.
Yeah, the Girl Scouts.
Weirdness, girls.
The Girl Scouts keep the temples nice and clean. Makes perfect
The
sense.
Hylian Maidens.
Still never get over the fact that Jim Curry dressed up as this girl. That was hilarious. And he has to put on the fake Russian accent along with it.
Nice.
Looks like this goes directly where we need it.
Don't be so sure, Sir Joe.
What? They laid a path, or they laid a minecart track exactly on the path you would need? What?
Okay, so if there is like a master mode for this, what they need to do is they need to change auto build to be like really, really cheap or free, but not give you very many Zonai parts just in the world at all.
Oh,
You're just supposed to build everything yourself.
Oh my god. That would either be really fun or a
See,
nightmare.
I would think the opposite. I would think they keep the Zonai parts the same, but they make like building with the purple ability very expensive, so you can't make broken combat vehicles and stuff. Because the fact that you can make some kind of tank that makes it so Link can't get hit at all would trivialize, I think, a lot of the Master Mode stuff.
Actually doesn't. No, that is a control stick.
Not really.
No.
Minecart, it just needs to go.
Time to go.
Whee!
Yeah.
Adrian says, can't wait for the DLC they charge $60 for.
God.
I mean, I don't
This
think they're going
is
to
the
charge
DLC
that
they
much.
charge $60 for. They already did that.
Yeah.
All of Nintendo's other DLC has been completely reasonable in price.
Yeah, there's probably some critics out there who are like, God, this is $70 for DLC to Breath of the Wild. Ugh.
I mean, I think there's enough new stuff in here to justify it. But yes, I totally get the point.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would just be a hater, but straw men be straw men.
When you live like a straw man, don't break.
Derek says the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC are $35 each.
Wow.
What was the
That's a
Breath of the
Pokemon
Wild
company's
DLCs?
call. I mean, they're just, kind of really bad at this point.
Like
So
the
the
straw
expansion
man.
pass for Breath of the Wild was $19.99, and I got you both DLCs.
Like the straw man, and someone offers you a drink in a straw, you can just say, "Don't worry."
Well said.
Dad jokes. Ah, jeez, GC, where are you coming with these up?
Well, we're old enough. We're old enough to do dad jokes.
Yeah.
We are. You can't do it, Miller. Sorry.
Rest in peace.
How do you know? How do you know I'm not old enough to have a kid?
Well, you're old enough to have a kid. You just know I'm not old enough to tell dad jokes. Go ahead, try. Try and tell a dad joke. We'll see what happens.
Guess what?
What?
Chicken butt.
Wow. That was perfect. See, you can't do it. You can only you only acquire the ability when you're our age. That's how it works.
Sorry, Miller. You're good.
Not that being able to tell dad jokes is all that great, but whatever.
$300 for the DLC that lets you play as Wolf Link, but Anthro.
God.
Hold on, this isn't Fortnite.
Oh, jeez, I heard to get Optimus Prime in there now. Wow.
Wait, what'd you
God,
say?
can you
GG?
imagine?
Optimus Prime is coming to Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
Funny thing is, with all the things that get crossovers there, I thought he'd be one of the first things. Just they pretty much have all the franchises in there, and I figured they'd go with Hasbro in the first place because Hasbro would probably have jumped in that no problem.
Yeah, when do we get? If we get the DLC that gives you like Majora's Mask transformations, and one of them is a Wolf Link that looks like the Twilight Princess Wolf Link, but anthrofied.
God. Furries.
Yeah, no, furries, right?
Yeah, but just wait till the Shredder DLC comes out. Then we'll show them. Oh god, I hope they go to town on that now that they got DLC coming up for Turtles. That's gonna be nuts.
You gotta go up a floor.
They could keep that game going on forever if they keep that up.
Right.
It looks like we're postmarking this one for air transit.
Come on.
Frederick says, "Give it rockets."
Does it need rockets?
I don't think so because you have the runway that'll keep it running smooth.
Yeah.
Would it be more fun with rockets?
Oh, of course.
So,
Yes, but it also might be more terrible with rockets. We will put one rocket on it.
Frederick and Doodles both saying everything needs rockets.
just like Team Rocket.
Okay, fine, we'll put both rockets on it.
Yeah, I mean, without a rocket, Team Rocket would just be team.
Team
Maybe.
Moltres.
Yeah, they'd just be the team. They'd be the Teamsters.
They'd be the Rocketeers.
I doubt Team Rocket is unionized. They seem like they're not in very good conditions in general.
What in the world are you doing?
Well, they could always go wrestling Rocketeers, replace Shawn Michaels and Eddie. But no Brutus the Barber Beefcake scenario. No way.
So you're going to the, it's labeled as the Bargainer statue.
Should probably attach some of those batteries to this.
Yo, Glide.
Immediately crashes.
Just drops right out of here.
Oh, okay. No explosion. Where's your shattering kaboom?
Ah, you're processing ore.
Oh, it's West Beans. Can we all just take a minute to appreciate? Okay.
God damn it, Jonas. I will say, I also very aggressively traded my Zonite for charges throughout most of the main playthrough. I regretted it a little bit when I was doing the my completionist stuff, because there's a lot of the certain armor sets that require large Zonite to upgrade them, or ones that just require a lot of the small Zonite. Gotta go down.
Floor below, I guess.
Yeah, if you look to the right, behind those wings, there's a little doorway.
I went through that doorway.
Is that not the one that goes down? Or maybe it's a different one that goes down.
There. This goes up.
Oh, it must be a different one that goes down.
Maybe I should go up.
What? Go up? That can't be right. Gamers don't go up.
Wes is giving you boxing lessons.
Shouldn't I be getting my boxing lessons from Boxer? Ha ha ha! Clip it, Boxer.
Oh, I just. Nah.
And then Boxer posts the clip of Boxer clip.
I don't see which direction you're supposed to go.
Okay, if you go pick up the eye and you go back towards the runway that you sort of landed on. I know where one entrance is. I don't know if it's the right one. You go towards the left. You go down those stairs.
Stairs end right here.
You keep going down.
Regardless of all your instincts, you keep going down. There we go.
Another mission for you, miners. You're collecting eyes this time.
Oh my.
Oh, Linux on the Parapad? No, it's already got an OS. Don't replace it. There's story reasons. Do you not feel the slightest bit of worry about helping a giant underworld god of repair its eyes?
It'll be fine.
It's fine.
He just wants to see.
Fortunately, that is not a fairy.
No.
There's no fairies in the underworld. It's all fireflies.
Mm.
Can I transmute them into fairies?
Unfortunately not.
I think I have to go around the other way.
You can grind the fairies up for their juice.
Hmm.
If you cook a fairy with a monster part, you'll get a fairy elixir, which is just a potion that heals you for a bit.
Huh.
But it doesn't have the same quality of the fairies where it brings you back from 0.
Mm.
So it's no better than just like cooking meat.
It's just one of those, like, if you happen to have it around kind of deals.
Yeah. Arceus says you don't grind them up for this juice, you collect their bathwater.
Yeah.
Don't like that.
God, there would be a weirdo who would look at the great fairies and be like, I wonder what the water they swim in tastes like. Making my own skin crawl.
Stop it.
No. See, I could totally see, like, in game somebody, like, bottling and trying to sell that shit, like, huckster style. Yeah, it doesn't actually confer any buffs of any sort. It just leaves you feeling kind of disgusted.
Yep, and now we found out what the gloom is made of.
Fell down there. Okay.
How convenient that there is an elevator. Oh god, yeah. Kilton Selling Great Fairy bathwater, but it's just his own. Ugh. Ugh.
Don't want it.
I'm gonna stop this.
Don't
I'm
want
gonna stop. This hurts.
it. Gannon drinks that stuff to get rehydrated.
Yeah, there is no bathwater. He sits in a bath, and then 5 minutes later, he's puffed up like one of those marshmallow dinosaurs.
Ah,
There's no water left.
The League of Legends of Zelda.
Chugga, 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 chugga. Inflates the King of Darkness, making him big and round.
stop. Oh,
You cannot stop the horrors that have been wrought. That's what dude says. I hate all of you. That is fair. You might want to just take the whole cart with you, it looks like.
Oh. We can build a better cart.
Can build a super cart with blackjack and hookers.
Oh. With mini rockets.
And
I have found out with much sadness that multiple rockets do not in fact make a thing go faster.
I had a feeling.
Which is dumb.
That's pretty dumb.
I want to... Let me... Ainuma. Let me attach 10 rockets to a piece of wood and achieve suborbital velocity.
Oh my god. Can you imagine?
I can't imagine. I have seen the glitch. The super slide or whatever it's called.
I would love to break this game that much.
So give me another one of those batteries.
Rockets would be cool if you could do multi-stages. I've seen some people do multi-stage rockets. It is possible. You use the fused bombs that they go off after like 4 seconds. And when they explode, they will trigger the Zonai devices around them, and you do it in a way where you can have one sets off, has a rocket attached to it, launches you and this other stack of stages up. Bomb goes off, sets off the next rocket, and starts the timer on the next bomb. And so on and so forth until you run out of all your stages.
There's a chest over here.
A chest.
a chest for my vest.
Mr. Drawers.
Syrian says, isn't it faster to just pick up the eye and carry it with your hands? Not over all the like gloom terrain and stuff.
Just gonna fly to the next one.
Excuse me.
He was
But do you have any control sticks?
Do you have any in your capsules?
Sure I do. Just don't want to use them if I don't have to.
Fair.
No. Holding the button. I'm gonna run out of power by the time I turn around.
Infinite power.
Limited power.
But guys, what do you do with unlimited power?
Power unlimited
We
objects.
fly a plane.
Exactly. That's the dream.
This isn't regular darkness. This is advanced darkness.
True dark.
Darkness plus.
Hey, there it is.
Dedrick says there's a light route nearby.
Of course there's a light route nearby. It's dark.
Yeah.
I think it's behind this wall. It's in front of you.
a little too dark.
I could literally just go around and it's
Oh,
right there.
raft.
Yep. Nagu quick light route. Ah, there we go. Much better.
Miller.
Hmm.
Pick a roast for me. Blonde, medium, dark. Go.
Medium.
Why medium?
Because blonde doesn't really have enough strength to it, and dark is just kind of like acerbic.
Right. Fair enough. But if this proves to be a bad choice, it's gonna be on you.
I mean, you do you, fam.
I
If you want like a dark roast or something, I don't know what kind of coffee you like.
It depends.
I like mine with a good amount of cream and just a tiny hint of a tiny bit of sugar.
There's a thing that I need.
A vehicle station.
Let's see.
What is Giannis's Yeller Addicts? Look, I have not had coffee in a long time, okay? Ignore the fact that I had a coffee today. The last time I had coffee before that was like 3 months ago.
I'm probably gonna go on a break pretty soon. Normally I do it in the spring, but well, it's been a few years.
Need yourself a caffeine purge or something.
Yeah, typically it's more of a winter thing with me. I mean, prior to, you know.
Brother's trying to get me to go and make a bet with me to stop drinking caffeine. And I say, listen, I could do it any time, but you guys are just gonna bring it into the house anyway.
I can do it. I just have to wait for like a cycle where I'm not getting a lot of commissions.
Yeah, when will that
Because-
happen? Because didn't you just take a bunch of commissions today?
Not as many as you might think, but yes.
Okay.
No, I mean, I'll do it at some point. But like, I mean, I've said this before, but like, you kind of need it in Seattle in the winter. I mean, like, you need it.
I mean, it's also one of those things where it's just like, if you can get Seattle coffee every day because you're in Seattle, like,
Oh,
it's probably a lot nicer to drink that as a regular thing.
oh.
Whereas
Oh.
down here we have Cowboy Coffee, which
Yeah.
is
Cowboy coffee is strong. It'll wake you the hell up, but it's not like, yeah.
Cowboy
fancy.
Cowboy Coffee is a functional drug. It is not one to be enjoyed.
No, that's kind of what they served in like when I was living in Colorado. At a lot of places, it would just be really strong, just really to the point. You know, like I'd go to places where it's like the breakfasts are like 3 eggs and you know, three cows and you know, a side that's like
A
half
3
a
egg scramble, 6 slices of bacon,
Yeah,
4 slices of toast, 2
side
sausage
that's
patties,
like half a roasted reindeer.
a half a stick of butter.
Have to stick of Ray.
and then the pot of like black eye opener coffee. Yeah, there was a great place called Snooze that I was very fond of.
Oh, see, here would be like you have like a pint of cheesy grits with your breakfast.
God,
Did you go to Whataburger when you came here to TFF?
I did not. I've had Whataburger before. It's pretty good. But
Okay.
we did.
Oh,
we
but
did not.
you did go to the Con Lodge, and so you know Texas portions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's good. I mean, like, I don't need that much for breakfast these days. When I was a kid, I'd have big breakfast. These days, it's just kind of like sometimes it'll be like a protein bar and coffee, and that's it. I think the only big breakfast I had at TFF was the one I went with you to. Where was that again? That was like
We just get. Oh no, we went to one morning. We went to just the coffee shop, and one morning we went to an actual breakfast place.
right. They were like the scrambled eggs and steak.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was like scrambled egg steak and like chili peppers. Was it yummy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, mister. I got all your stupid eyes.
Reward for this better be pretty good.
I don't actually remember what the reward for this is.
Is he a boss now? You gonna fight him? Please tell me you're gonna fight him.
I get
Oh,
a
so it's
art
just-
container or a stamina vessel.
It's just a shrine. Okay.
Well, it's better than a shrine because you have to do 4 shrines to get one of these.
Right. Okay. Well, that's good.
And you got 4 eyes, one that was underneath each one of the shrines that was on the Great Plateau.
I'm sad they just like. I'm sad they just tried to beat your ass. You know, just like thanks for my eyes. Now I'm gonna pummel you. I'm gonna
Wish
pound
was
you.
granted.
pound
Okay, that's what you
flat.
get. See, Federic was telling me he's like, there's 152 shrines, and there's also the quest you get an extra heart container from. I'm like, what quest is that? I don't remember which one. It was this one because I did it late. I did it so long ago I didn't even remember.
Well, we did that. Now we can get out of here. What else were we doing?
I don't know what's left.
We saw Zelda at Hyrule Castle. That is the
was
next story beat if you want to do story stuff.
Could also go to Lost Woods.
Mm-hmm. You could explore the depths, go to Lost Woods, Hyrule Castle. You've already opened all the fairies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Frederick says he thinks there's a strong implication that whatever is inside Hylia's statues is also the same thing that is in the Bargainers. Since the one in the Temple of Time said you return a part of its being. No, it said the one in the Temple of Time said it's disguising itself as a Hylia statue.
Huh.
Like it's hiding on the surface because it doesn't want to be seen by Hylia or something, and so it's hidden. Whereas the Bargainers in the depths take on their true forms.
Huh.
Yes, Frederick. It said, I am in the guise of the statue of Hylia. I very, very strongly remember the word guise.
I'm the guy there who looks like Hylia.
Marcus says Miller thinks about guys a lot, and dudes, and bros.
Mike was asking the goddess right here.
Yes, complete your stamina. Your being overflows with vigor.
Link's never gonna get tired now.
Okay, so I have a question.
Mhm.
Nope.
So you can get your hearts all the way up, technically, before you even complete any of the dungeons, and the dungeons reward you with a heart container. So what happens if you have full hearts and you get a heart container?
I think it
I'm
becomes a
guessing-
stamina vessel, because I
That's
think that
fine.
happens in Breath of the Wild as well.
I would think that too.
If you do like 100 shrines and you only ever get hearts, and then you go for a divine beast and get a heart container, it just becomes stamina.
Could you really beat the game without increasing your stamina ever?
Yes, you can. I mean, people beat the game without like doing anything except for the Great Plateau in Breath of the Wild, and this game
God.
pretty similar. They complete the Great Sky Island, and then they fall through the entire map and go straight to the boss.
Madness.
Now, would somebody who plays casually do it with one stamina bar? I mean, foolish, but again, possible. The tutorial on the Sky Island only teaches you to get heart pieces from the shrines. So you can pass that one door.
Mm.
Flodisios says time to kill Ganon, I guess. Nah, this is what I was saying. This game's a little more linear. We're about 60% of the way through the story.
Rick.
Honestly, once you do the 4 phenomena, this is when the game sort of closes up and has a one-track progression.
Mm.
Could have probably got.
But again, that's
But
that's just for mainline story stuff. And you can do things out of order, like I did. I thought that you would fight Ganon after going after Zelda in this part, and so I saved it off till way later, and I ended up doing some story stuff out of order,
Nice.
where the characters are expositing. They're like, we need to go do this thing, and then Link's like, I did that like 20 hours ago.
Wow, you already have it? Whoa.
I mean, yeah, literally, she's like, oh, you already have that thing.
I love it when, like, you're in, like, the late game and, like, you know, oh no, Doomsday's upon us. Oh, but you gotta find my chicken. Or whatever.
Oh no, Sephiroth's gonna blow the planet. That's okay, I'm at the gold saucer.
right.
Chris says Miller made a thorough search to find Cass before he committed to the ending. No, I'm also just generally a completionist, and I'm going for a lot of the completionist tasks in this game.
Hmm.
I'm very close to killing all Hinoxes and Taluses, and I have all the other big monsters already defeated.
Nice.
I am debating whether I want to spend that portion of my life to do all Koroks. Like, I have the resources, so I don't need to go sit there and track them down for, like, hundreds of hours, but it would still be a long time to find all of them. Patrick says, Miller, what would you even do in life after you've 100%ed the game? I'd move on to a different game to 100%.
Whatever of the game he is. Oh, he's the idea, but I get it. Achievements are annoying.
trying to light nearby.
Yeah. I think it's up.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do to get into the castle.
I think it's the Lookout Landing Skyview Towers. You're gonna be your best bet.
I guess so. Thought there was gonna be like, you know, a way to pop in from below. But no.
Link's just like, oh, just popping in. There should be, because there's that giant spire. Because
Yeah.
the Hyrule Castle's not floating. It's on a very thin column of rock, but there is a thin column of rock going all the way down to the bottom of the depths, basically. And you'd think There's some place you can stand on that and ascend and go almost all the way up to the throne room. But I have not. If there is such a thing, like a certain tiny hole in the column that you can get into to ascend up it, I have not found it.
The music in this game and in Breath of the Wild is one of those things where like you really need to just like listen to it on like Spotify, just not even when you're playing it, because you have to kind of appreciate it all by itself.
I like seeing the memes people have made of like jamming out to.
Link,
Oh,
come to me.
Ooh.
I am waiting. Waiting for you.
oh.
Ah.
People jamming out to like the Talus themes or like the Master Koga's battle theme. There is, before you go all the way down, there is a carved out part of the spire here. I think it's a little above you. Found one of the legendary weapons. Which there are several weapons in this game that are ones that appeared in other Zelda games. That is the Bow of Light from Twilight Princess.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it does not function like the Bow of Light. It just functions like a normal bow.
Right.
The way up.
Cedric says, I like how the captions keep calling it Toilet Princess. Twilight Princess of Equestria.
Something like that.
True. That is true. What is a bow other than just a thing that throws arrows really hard?
I mean, we say shoot, but how is shoot appreciably different from throw?
Definitely not the intended solution, but it works.
That's just not the intended solution.
Any game that lets you MacGyver your own shit is completely alright with me.
I do the exact same thing over here.
Maybe. I don't know if you can climb up that. Oh my god, you can. Nope, you can't.
Oh, close though. Yeah.
No, I think the intention is you're supposed to make an I shape, like looks like the capital letter I, and
Yeah.
then ascend up through
That's
it.
the first thing that I thought, but then I just built that, so.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Dun, 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 dun. We don't have to bubble for another 3 hours.
Yeah, chat's reminding me a win is a win is a win. I shouldn't be so picky.
A gig is a gig is a gig is a gig.
Look, man, I'm like that one GIF. You know, where do we put the moon piece? In the square hole. Where do we put the circle piece?
Ow.
In the square hole.
Where do we put the square piece?
In the square hole. Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
That works. Where do we put the arch piece? In the square hole.
Okay.
Actually heard an interview with the woman who's in the video. She said it was a great lesson. Yeah. As much as we tried AI for finding weird solutions to things that are cheating, we're like, no, we didn't mean that way. Humans are also creatures that want to find the easiest solution and will cheat a system and do it in ways that were unintended in order to find the easiest solution.
That's a whole subclass of geek, and I've seen it work out rather well when correctly applied and be utterly aggravating when misapplied. I'm just going to say that and leave it at that. Like, I've had friends where I'll be I'll be venting about something just rhetorically. You know, not that's not the right word. Not rhetorically. Like I'm doing it just, you know, because I need to vent. And my friend will come up with a very innovative, really lateral, weird solution that sort of makes sense, and then he'll get like
What's this right
silently
here?
butthurt.
Sturdy long stay.
He'll get like silently butthurt when I don't actually want to implement his solution.
Hmm.
You need to go up and over.
Oh.
She's in the guardhouse. Zelda!
Nope. Oh. Yep.
Is that normal?
All right. Brawl time.
Let them smack each other around.
Just let your mob do all the work.
$70.
Hmm.
70?
70.
Welcome to the 70s.
The freaky deaky. That's huge. That's huge, mate.
No, Link, don't grab onto the gloom.
Oh no.
Ow.
He's gonna be all upset. His girlfriend's turned evil.
Evil.
Good night, Lord Vimlis.
Sorry, guys, we're just running by.
Just passing through. Don't mind me.
I just fly on my kite here.
Just, protagonist stuff.
Excuse me there a moment, sirs. Don't mind me, not one bit.
I remember the spot, yeah. There's a secret passage behind one of the bookcases, I think.
Secret passage.
She's just standing right there. Oh no. It's a Hinox.
You gotta fight the monster forces.
That's great. Yeah.
Just Hinox, more like Dinox.
More like Dinox. Because you're saying you're waving bye to. Anyway.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was supporting the pride thing. Oh, okay, I see.
We support all monsters in their choice of lifestyles and such.
Yes.
Even though they're all essentially doomed to live out this cursed existence where they get killed over and over again and resurrected.
Yes.
It's a life they enjoy.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but they're content in it. Give it those.
Badoos.
I don't have any other elemental weapons ready.
Riju. Oh, there you got him. Yeah, Riju and Yunobo, because Yunobo does fire damage.
Oh, she's over there on that side.
Mm. Oh, Rick, we just hit midnight.
Yes, we did.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how long this is gonna go, so
Got at least another 15 minutes, if not more.
yeah.
Yeah. I had a feeling we were gonna have to do this another night, but yeah.
All right, let's see. Why don't we do a raid on Slush Dog? What do you say?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Get slushies.
Sluddosh.
Sludosh. Sludosh.
Slardage.
Slardosh. Anyway, it's been fun, but now we're done. And if you see Miller anywhere, run, because he's a peregrine falcon. He's probably gonna disembowel you or something,
I'm not gonna disembowel them. I'm just gonna eat their fries, and if they don't give me their fries, I'll eat their fingers.
Ah,
So give me your fries.
Not so bad. All right.
What is it? Fries.
Night
Okay.
night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Night.
Good night, everybody.